Hello, I'm Jovan. I'm going to do a love reading for the general collective since it's the Libra new moon, and Libra is all about partnerships, romance, relationships, and it's a new moon, so new beginnings. So this is a reading for those who found this video, and if it resonates for you, it's new beginnings in relationships or a relationship. So let's get into it. Let's start first with an overarching energy for the collective when it comes to this Libra new moon, when it comes to relationships. Okay, we have the moon card, funny enough. The moon card. So this is talking about something that has been hiding or been living in the subconscious, maybe in the dream state, in the daydream state. It's starting to come into the forefront of your mind, your consciousness, your perception, and it has to do with relationships or a relationship or a person. There has been a deep desire for a cleansing, a sense of a state of evolution surrounding either an existing relationship, situationship, or just your love life, or the way you perceive your love life, or the way you desire for your love life to be. There's going to be a new cycle coming in where you have moved through some wounds that were pretty heavy and dark and kind of laying dormant in your subconscious that created patterns that were perhaps not conducive to an equal partnerships or loving relationships to the standard that you needed and wanted them to be. But somehow you've moved through that and you've grown, and so now love relationships are going to be a lot easier. There's a sense of simplicity entering your life when it comes to love, and this could just be love for life, love for yourself, something very compassionate. There's been a lot of forgiveness of the self and of others, and there's almost like an energy of really aligning your conscious actions with your hidden desires. So let's go a little deeper into this. Yeah, so there may have been conflicts in your relationships in the past, and it's looking like these conflicts have now dissolved. There's no more drama, and this could also be you're feeling more at peace with yourself and with where you're at in life when it comes to love and relationships. Like there may have been some conflicting feelings and thoughts and signals that you were connecting to that are now dissipating, and you're coming to a state of peace, more peace and acceptance with where you're at and what you want, and opening yourself up. You're opening your heart and spirit to the universe to provide you those things that you want, a relationship that you want that is easy, not hard. So you know that there's something, here. There's something that has shifted for you, or you've been meditating on or dreaming on something or someone. And I want to tell you and let you know with this High Priestess card that you were right. Your intuition about the situation was right. Whatever you were believing that was for your highest good, or you almost were suppressing because of some sort of ego doubt or other people's doubts, like, no, you always knew all along. So take that as a resonance. It's going to be different for everyone, but there's a sense again of acceptance and like universal unconditional love, And again, the releasing of the conflicts with the Five of Wands in reverse. So you are aligning maybe to a soulmate, or just your current relationship is evolving to a higher state of love and consciousness and simplicity. A very equal and reciprocal type of love. So if you're single and you're looking for love or looking to date, I'm seeing that you can find someone. You'll probably find somebody in a place of work. Maybe you'll start a new job, or it's a job that you're already in. There's maybe somebody there that you work closely with, that you get along with, that it may turn into something. If that is not the case for you, for whatever reason, I'm seeing that if you were to join some sort of group or community or organization where you invest or share some of your time and your service, that you will make some new friends, and lifelong friends, and as well as having potential romantic partners be in these environments. So don't be afraid to get out there. And it's not just but it's specifically to go places where you have shared interests, if it's like charity organization, or a sport, a community sport, or a spiritual community, whatever it is, where you can actually participate and provide, be of service, or whatever the case is, that this is where you're going to find somebody. And this could happen very soon. Okay. So if you're already in a relationship, I'm seeing that there has been some confusion around this relationship. Some fears, confusion, maybe for some of you, some negative emotions have been coming up. Maybe there's been some manipulation. And so it's created some sort of emotional confusion and misunderstandings here. So there has been some really deep-seated emotions and resentments in this current relationship that has stopped it from moving forward. It seems like irreconcilable differences, but let me see. Yeah, so maybe the relationship has become a little stagnant, maybe too much routine. Maybe you're both focusing on money, like the daily survival situations, and you haven't been really putting enough energy, time, and attention to your existing relationship. So it's kind of starting to kind of create tension, or just a lack of closeness. And somebody here feels unloved or lied to, and somebody needs to be shown proof that they are loved and that they're not being lied to, I guess. There needs to be a conversation here about this. How to get back on the same page. What are your evolving needs and wants in a relationship? What do you need from each other? How can you make the relationship more open and intimate again? Because I do see that, again, with coming back to the Moon card, this relationship can get better and can evolve into something a lot easier. But there's also a need to release fears and the ego battles and come back to love and forgiveness and compassion, and understand that, everybody's human, and there's going to be times where situations are not going to be ideal. But if you're both willing to love each other and work through it, truly work through it, so that you both feel your needs are met, then things can change and turn around for you. Yeah, some of you have not been spending quality time. It's time to go on a date. Time to plan something exciting, fun, and romantic. Now, for others of you, this is going to be a few people. This may be the sign that you need to rethink whether or not this relationship is the type of relationship you want and if it's really going anywhere. Because for some of you, I am seeing this relationship is toxic and that it's not going anywhere and it's not going to get better. Because there's been some really negative situations that have happened that were actually pretty harmful to your mental and or emotional well-being. And in that case, what Spirit is saying is that to release this and to start, try, you can meet somebody else. You're gonna be okay if you decide to not continue with this relationship. You're gonna find other people to date. You're actually gonna be very good at dating. So this is not the be all and end all person. Okay, there's somebody out there who you deserve, that's gonna treat you right. Yeah, and for you singles that I was talking about, like going and finding people in social situations where you actually have a common goal that you're working on, teamwork kind of stuff, they also want you to take some time to really focus on loving and taking care of yourself. If you want to like do self-care rituals or take yourself on a shopping spree or like do things that give you a sense of higher self-esteem, to do that. Let's see. So for some of you, you're in a situationship. And what I'm getting is that this situationship, it's time to let it go. It's time to end it because it's not going to go where you want it to go. It's never going to evolve out of the situationship status. This is a relationship of lust, desire, sexual chemistry, but other than that, that's all it is. And I'm sorry if that's harsh, but Spirit wants you to know that it's time to move on because you have the opportunity to meet someone else. But you have to let go of this energy. So with the singles, it's saying that Spirit is actually working behind the scenes to help you find your ideal partner. And this person will be like a friend first, or at least you'll be comfortable enough to be friends as well as lovers. Spirit is really working behind the scenes to get you that person. So, and this person will be stable. And so I'm just getting soul family here. And for the people in a relationship already, I'm seeing that this relationship, there are some lies here. There has been some deceit here. And Spirit is saying for some of you that there's somebody here who has lied, who's deceiving, who's manipulative, and they're not a good person. I'm just being honest. And that this person is not for you. Now, for the other people who just need to work through their relationships, let's see. So they're saying that for those that it's worth saving this relationship because it's not toxic, it's not abusive, it's not manipulative. You are going through some chaos and conflict right now. You're going through some unstable times. But they're saying to really think and evaluate and see if you can make it work. But there's definitely going to have to be a conversation because I think you're both thinking about whether or not you should move forward with this or continue on. I feel like for those of you in a pretty healthy relationship, that there's a chance here that it can be turned around. Yes, because this is a part of like what's going to make you stronger is to get through these conflicts. Because you have created building blocks with this person that are pretty solid, or you can build with this person in a solid way, as long as it's not these other people I'm picking up that are toxic, manipulative, abusive, and just kind of like sketchy, like that. You need to kick those to the curb. And then the ones in the situationship, it's time. You're at a crossroads right now, and you've been probably thinking about whether or not you should let this go and see. Spirit's saying it's time to make the decision, and the best decision to make is to let them go, because you need to open up the energy for something better, which you will receive, because there are new beginnings here with this Libra new moon. Set the intention tonight to release blockages, things that are holding you back from trusting and doing what you need to do to put yourself out there and either improve your relationships or find a new relationship or find love. You are worthy of love, and you will find it. Just believe, put yourself out there, because it's coming for you. All right. Again, my name is Jovan. If this reading resonated with you, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Happy Libra new moon.